You're listening to SMUBE's Campus Radio, Say What You Want to Say. I'm Sing Song, and today we have a special guest with us.
Hi everyone! Hi, I'm Annette Lee. I'm a local musician and video creator, and I'm very excited today to join you guys on radio.
We are super excited to have Annette as part of our lineup for Birthday 2021. If you have not listened to her latest EP, Song for the Underdog, do check out her Spotify or YouTube channel. For Birthday this year, our theme is 21 and glowing. So, looking back 21 years ago, when you were about 7 years old, would you have imagined yourself to be where you are today?
I actually never really thought that I would do, something, whatever I'm doing right now. When I was about 7, I think that's the age where, in school, your teachers ask you, like, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? So I always gave these two answers. So the first one is I always say I want to be a cartoonist, which is true. Okay, I want to be a cartoonist because I love watching cartoons and I love drawing. And I like telling stories anyway. So that was, okay, the perfect thing for me. And then sometimes I would say I want to be a receptionist because when I was like 7 years old, that was the biggest word that I had learned.
Wow, talk about unexpected things in life. While pursuing your career as a local musician, you have also entered the local acting scene. So, what are some of the contrasts between being a musician and being an actress?
I would say the main difference is the stage versus the screen. And I think as a performer, when it comes to both, right, like it translates very differently. I still think that I'm a better screen actor, let's say, than like a theater actor. I don't know. I think I just am more comfortable with the camera than the stage. But I've always enjoyed writing. I think that's the common denominator that really ties all my different artistic endeavors together, which is the part about writing. And I think I still get scared sometimes having to go on stage to sing my songs, because I'm definitely still more comfortable singing to myself in my bedroom or just getting the songs recorded or something.
So, what inspired you to start writing and performing songs?
I don't know. Okay, so I'd always been writing. So, like, English and lit was always one of my favorite subjects and everything. And I've been writing my little poems and stuff since I was a kid. When I picked up my guitar my first guitar when I was about 12 or 13, and then that's when I started to learn songs. And I realized that, hey, I could also start writing stories and have them be accompanied by music, just like how I used to write stories and have them accompanied with pictures. Now I can do the song part as well. And then that's when I just started writing, and I guess I liked singing as well. I wasn't that great at singer last time.
It is incredible how long you have held onto your interest for. What's even more amazing is that you're actually self-taught.
I actually took piano lessons before that, so I think that was helpful. But it's a very funny story actually, because how I started learning the piano is because my sister got piano lessons, and then my parents weren't going to sign me up for any music classes. I don't know why, but I told them that I wanted to go for piano classes because my sister's piano teacher had 2 dogs. And then every Saturday when I pick her up after class, then I got to play the dog. So I just told myself, oh my goodness, if I convince my parents to let me learn the piano, then I can play with these dogs like even more often. Like during my sister's class, I have 1 hour to play with them. And yeah, so seriously, that's why I started learning the piano. It was motivated by dogs. And yeah, so I'm really thankful to my piano teacher's dogs that motivated me to learn the piano. And then
I guess it's all thanks to your parents' teachers' dogs that we have so many amazing songs right now. After making music for so many years, what eventually spurred you to release your debut EP in 2017?
I don't know. I think, again, because when I was writing them, especially at the beginning, you will always feel like it's not good enough, and then you need to keep writing, and then you throw away a ton of songs, and then you just pick out the ones that you like. So back in 2017, when I released the 5 songs on my EP, that was the 5 songs that I thought, okay, were the best already amongst a lot of the other songs that I've written over the years. And yeah, I also, it was also very interesting because also I wrote into this producer that I really liked. He produced this band called UsTheDuo. Yeah, it was like they're like a folk duo, right? And back then I was very into folk music. And it also inspired a lot about my sound, of the sound that I work with, but I also have it a bit more pop and electronic also. Anyways, so I wrote into him, thought he was never going to reply, this guy in Nashville, USA, and then within a couple of days he replied. Yeah, and so it was ridiculous, and that's how I started working on the EP. And honestly, I think if he didn't reply, right, I probably would not have gotten work on releasing any of my music at all. I would have just kept them in a stash at home and just, yeah, like, I don't know, not pursue music. So I think that was just a miracle in a sense that really just got me started on my journey. So that was very cool.
So, out of all the songs that you have written and put into your first and second EP, was there a particular one that stood out to be the most difficult to write?
I would say I have this song called Remind Me, where it's written from a very dark place. I used to have a lot of anxiety attacks and stuff, and it wasn't difficult to write in the sense that the words came pretty naturally to me during a time when I was, feeling like it was a very dark time now. But I couldn't do I somehow couldn't write the bridge, and that's when I took it to my producer back then for the very first EP. So he's called Scott Cash, and he actually wrote the bridge together with me, and I feel like that was the thing that completed the song when I was just stuck. I was really just stuck at that point in time. Like, how do I finish the song, the bridge? And he helped me out. Another song that was kind of difficult to write, I would say, was Crossroads. And I think because it was a song I wrote in a time when I was feeling very lost. And when you're really feeling very lost, and then you're trying to write a song, then that emotion gets the better of you, and then it might get conflicted with your thoughts of trying to organize a song, because you might get lost in writing the song also because it's about being lost. So that was a little bit difficult, but once I was done with it, I was very happy with this song that I wrote. It was also from my heart lah. So yeah, I think a lot of the difficult songs are the ones that are a lot more emotional and everything. But once I finish them up, I'm glad I'm able to put a piece of my heart out there.
As mentioned before this, our theme for Page's Day is 21 and glowing. How was glowing up for you as a musician in the past few years?
I have a YouTube series called Glowing Up, actually, by the way, just saying, where I actually share a little bit more about my life and how, things that I've learned while growing up, and things that I've learned, that have helped me, become more confident and things like that. I have definitely grown more confident, and I would say it's really just allowing myself to be more open. I used to be very scared. I was actually a very private person, when I went to SCAG and everything, right? Like, I didn't really want to act and everything, and that's why we all also just did the whole pseudonym, like, persona thing. So I did not have my real name, and I was still on private on Instagram and everything, and I just didn't really like being very public. But I've seen how allowing myself to open up a bit more has allowed me to impact positively upon the world and things like that.
As a person who has been through all this, do you have any words of encouragement for musicians out there or those aspiring to be one?
I was actually about to talk about this also, because I realized that when I said everyone should write more songs, I didn't really say how, and that might have been a bit easier said than done. If there's any words of encouragement, any practical words of encouragement I can give, right, to local musicians, aspiring musicians, right, is to do it on the side. So I did it on the side for a very long time, and as much as, of course, I would have loved to dive into it a lot more. I think at this stage in which at this stage of the music scene in Singapore, right? Because it's still like at an infant stage. It's really tough to give out everything and just do it there. But it's still possible to grow it, and the way to grow it, I really think, is to do it together with something else. Because if you do it together with something else, then from a practical point of view, financially also, you will be able to sustain whatever music that you're creating as well.
And since it is a brand new year, could you share with us what plans you have in mind for your music this year?
So this year, I have actually a new song that is a duet with a Korean artist that's dropping somewhere in January. I'm also writing a lot of new music, but I don't know when all that new music is going to be coming out. So you just have to stay tuned. But for now, as the closest project that I'm going to be releasing is actually a brand new duet. Yeah. So I'm very excited, and you guys can follow me on my social pages to find out more about it.
Annette, thank you so much for being with us today. Remember to check out her music over on her Spotify, and we look forward to all the new stuff she has in store for us. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below. Once again, I'm Sing Tong from SMUBE East Campus Radio. Say what you want to say.